Okay. Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel.
Hi.
As you all can see, I have two very special guests with me. Today I have my boyfriend.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Come on, Jade. And my sister, Casey. And so I know I haven't shot any content since last Friday. But as you all can see, between social media, if y'all have been watching our couples page and my main page, your girl has been busy. And I'm in Colorado spending Christmas and New Year's with my two favorite people in the world. And it couldn't get any much better than this, any more better. So right now, before we get into the main point of this shoot today, right now we're at the movies. We just got tickets to see the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, for $2.15. So we're gonna talk to y'all in the meantime and get this party started. We all are wearing North Face. We got North Face jackets for Christmas from his mother, my mother, Mama Tatum. And so we are so grateful, and we're having so much fun. So now we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna do this will be the how we met vlog. And oh dang it, you know what I forgot to do? Questions. Oh my gosh, I forgot to ask y'all questions to see, like, well, but I guess since I didn't do that, we're just gonna talk about everything. We'll just say it all, since we didn't get like specific questions. What you think?
We can tell the story now and then do a part two with questions
like
that anybody has.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So this will be part one. Because what I meant to do is I meant to post like a poll on Instagram to see like what specific questions y'all would have, but I forgot because, like I said, your girl has been busy. But what we'll do is we'll just kind of talk about everything today, and then we'll do a part two, so that way if y'all want to have any follow-up questions, y'all can ask those then. So where should we start? I guess we should start with, like, how did we meet? First of all, that's important. How did we meet? How long have we been knowing each other? How long have we been talking? And then just like, you know, other details, like maybe who said I love you first or stuff like that. So this is our first time doing this, so just bear with us. So okay, so you want to start? Or
yeah, I can start.
okay, I'm gonna take the floor.
So originally we I posted something on social media one time, and she reached out, and so we started conversating, and you know, everything was going pretty good. So we was like, okay, well, we could potentially see each other being friends. So she ended up giving me her number. We started texting back and forth, and then we set up a day and time to kind of FaceTime and just kind of talk on the phone. And that first time we talked was like, it was really amazing, because we really had a chance to kind of really get to know each other. We spent several hours on the phone just kind of telling stories back and forth, where we came from, who we were, and everything like that. And it was just a very, very great experience that I am super grateful for. And so fast forward past all of that, through several months, this is all last year in 2020. So this started in April, and so through several months we're kind of getting to know each other. We're going through life, we're trying to figure it out. It's COVID, it's all of that. So we're trying to really kind of build something virtual as far as a friendship is concerned through COVID. And it presented its own challenges, because you know, there were some things that she went through. I'm pretty sure that she's told you guys in previous, you know, vlogs. And there were some things that, you know, I was trying to figure through as well. Because at that particular time, I was on a different shift than I was right now on at this particular job I'm at. And so it was kind of ups and downs. But, you know, through it all, like, it really helped our friendship to kind of grow. Fast forward to about September of 2020 is when I remember things really starting to accelerate, because it was towards the end of September when she asked me this question, and she says to this day, she swears by it, that she didn't mean nothing by it. She just literally asked the question, and she asked me, could she see us being more than friends? Now, at that time, I really wasn't looking at it as more than just friends, but I answered the question as nicely as I could, and in my own little way, I said yes, but I said it in a whole bunch of extra words that I probably didn't have to say. And so we keep going, and then so finally we get to a point where we kind of started to really get to know each other on a deeper level than just kind of, you know, the basis of friendship. And so we really started asking like different questions on, you know, our views on dating and faith, and our views on past traumas, and like how do you handle different things, and really kind of getting into that kind of stuff. And I think that's really what spearheaded the fact that we kind of were equally yoked, and we were kind of heading in the same direction. And I think that's really what helped us to kind of take the necessary steps from there. So fast forward to January, and January of 2021 was the first time that we had ever met in person. And I think that it was a pretty cool experience. Like I remember when we was scheduled to meet up, I drove from Jackson, Mississippi down to New Orleans, because I was there in Jackson to kind of visit some friends. And so I drove down to New Orleans, and I was waiting on her to get there. And, you know, you kind of always kind of plan out in your head, like, oh, what would this look like? How would it feel? So she pulls up, and I see her, and I was just like, okay, this is really happening, right? So then I proceed to get out of the car, and she's like, you're not going to hug me? So I gave her a hug.
Hey, because he was just standing there, y'all. Like, he was just like not saying nothing, and I was just like,
well, it was one of those moments where I literally froze up in the moment, because I'm sitting there like, you know, you got all these things playing out in your head where you're like, okay, well, I may do this or I may do that. Obviously, none of it works most of the time. So that was another case in point where in the moment, just let it flow, don't overthink it. So I hug her, we exchanged some gifts, you know, because it was our first time meeting each other. And from there, she gave me a tour of New Orleans, because it was my first time there. You know, we went out to eat at several restaurants throughout my time there, and we also took a tour of several things there. Obviously, you know, had to take a step on Bourbon Street. I ain't do the full tour on Bourbon. I just stepped on enough to say I took it.
He will in May for graduation, y'all. We're gonna be, yes sir.
Right.
Okay,
so yeah, the entire experience was fun. But I think the most important, and probably the thing that I took away the most from the January trip, was that, you know, how her parents and her family just really embraced me. You know, they kind of really just kind of, you know, just made me laugh, and like really helped me to kind of settle in, and kind of helped me to see, like, you know, what led to them moving to New Orleans and all of that great stuff. So just like how comfortable and honest they were from the beginning definitely played a huge part into me, you know, feeling like I got the most out of that trip. So then I obviously come back to Colorado, and then fast forward to April. So April comes around, and I am scheduled
2021.
Yeah, of 2021.
So
April of 2021. And so I fly back into New Orleans, and from there we get ready to make this thing official.
Official.
Yeah. So So that Friday I get in town. Let's rewind. So that Thursday I get off of work like late that night, and I had an early morning flight, so I had to be up like at 3:30. So I'm already running off of fumes coming into town. So I get there, get my rental car, get my apartment, hotel, all of that good stuff. So it's already about like 2:00. So like now I was planning on just taking like a quick nap or whatever, and then that was gonna be it. But what was supposed to be a quick nap turned into like a long nap because I kind of told her that we were going to make the moment as like authentic as possible. Yeah. So I told her, let's not meet up at all that Friday. Let's just get ready and meet up that Saturday. Yeah. When it was time to make it official. And so what originally led to me taking a longer nap than I anticipated that Friday was we were trying to schedule a time to go out to either lunch or dinner with her parents. Well, at least I was. And from there, everything else was kind of going to take off. But her brother also had prom that night. So those two things kind of, so those two things kind of like collided. So I was just kind of just waiting and just chilling, just hanging out in the hotel, waiting for them to kind of let me know what they wanted to do. So we go out to dinner. We all have a great evening. We have great laughs. They get to know me a little bit better. I get to know them a little bit better. Fast forward to Saturday. So we're getting ready to meet up, and we're kind of both getting ready. We're, checking on each other like, hey, you good? Like, all of the good stuff. And then she gets to my hotel room, and I'm telling y'all, if you guys have seen the pictures, like, she was looking drop dead gorgeous. I'm talking about, she'll tell you, like, I was, like, absolutely, like, speechless because, like, literally from what she did to her hair to, like, her makeup, and her dress, like, the whole ensemble was just, like, amazing. And so I was very, very taken aback by just how beautiful she was. So we greet each other in the room, and then after that we head to City Park. And then inside of City Park they have a sculpture garden. So I took her to the sculpture garden because in the January trip she took me there and she showed me her favorite sculpture as we were walking the entire garden. And I took her back to that same one, and we went on to say and make it official. I went on to take the promise ring because that's how sure I was of this, and we went on to make it official. Now that's the happy-go-lucky part. Here's the funny part. So we're driving there, and I meant to tell her to put on her blindfold before a certain point, but I had forgot how close we were. So by the time I recognized we were that close, and she had already seen the sign, so she kind of knew where I was going.
So kind of more like I did.
Yeah. So
because it's like, bro, you're not gonna take me in my city, like, and take me somewhere where I'm not gonna know where I am. Like, I know New Orleans like the back of my hand. So it was just like, so just to add a little bit more context to what he's saying. So he did give me the blindfold, and I did have it on, but he gave it to me too late. So when we were passing up, when you had just got off the exit, it was a sign that said like Delgado Community College and then City Park, which once I saw the Delgado part, I already knew that we were going to City Park because that college sits literally right across the street from City Park. So once I saw that, but I didn't even have to see the sign. I already kind of knew that that's what he was gonna do it at. And I mean, like, that was just something that was just